right. Here we go. It's working. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm sorry I'm not like super proficient in live streaming yet. YouTube doesn't make it easy in my defense. There was a whole lot I needed to figure out. Alright, I'm going to move this camera here. Webcam. There we go. I'm going to try not to touch it because, you know, in the beginning, when you guys are like using headphones or whatever, and I touch this, it's going to like be like an explosion. Whoa, that was quick. Yeah, buddy is here. I'm going to type hey back, and I'm going to say hey, because yeah, buddy is like the best username like ever. I'm not going to lie. So, one quick update. I got a new mic, and this is pretty exciting. I'm going to pick it up. I'm just trying out settings right now on the Yeti. Got to figure it out. That's what it's called. It's Yeti by Blue, so got to figure it out. It's a lot to set up, but once I finally figure it out, you know, I think it's going to be a solid stream setting. But until then, just gotta keep on fiddling with it until it's right, or until at least it's good enough that I don't have to worry about things going wrong like they did the first 3,000 times. Oh, what time is it? I'm late. I was supposed to start this at 10, and I didn't. I started it at 10:01, so that's late in my book. You know, I want to be a little early. Typically, I try to be pretty early. Is it high def? I'm glad it's high def. That makes me happy. Oh, Melanie's here. What up, Mel? How's it going? How you be do? How's life? How's your Saturday going? Let's see, if you're in California, it's way earlier there. It might still even be light outside. It's dark here. Very dark. But yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going? Oh, I recognize like most of y'all. That's pretty cool. I don't even know. Can I just like talk to you guys? Or should I type hey? I almost misspelled hey. That's when you know I've had a rough week. It was almost a 3 for the E. But you know, in my defense, the 3 is like right above the E, so it's like a quick slip. It can happen. It can happen. Melanie says it's dark. Oh, I guess it is dark in Cali. Well, it's not exactly summer, so the days they really aren't that long yet. And eventually it'll be like 50-50. It's got to be a little different everywhere. Man, everyone's joining this time. Resolution Blue. She's one of the people that are on the line group chat that you guys started and then invited me to, and I just randomly jump in and just like bomb the whole thing. So yeah. That was fun. I like those group chats. I mean, I had to turn off my my notifications because within an hour's time, there's about 1,000 messages that go back and forth. So my phone would be nonstop vibrating, which is not like the best thing during a phone interview or during any interview, actually. But I could, you know, it's probably a psychology thing. Like, if I'm constantly getting hit up on my phone during an interview, they might be like, oh man, that guy's really like, people want to talk to him. Maybe I want him working for me. I don't know, maybe. Or, you know, I could piss them off and they'd be like, oh, get out of here, freaking millennial. That could happen. I'm not going to be upset if it does because, you know, who wants to work for some snobby old people? That's what I always say. But, you know, if it's a good job, then this guy would want to work for snobby old people. I don't know. I have to remember that when I'm looking at the chat, I have to realize that you guys are seeing like a 10-second delay. So me talking, I'm like, I'm 10 seconds in the future of you guys. Resolution Blue asks, how is the job search going? That's a good question. It's going. I don't have a whole lot of like updates. I wish I could tell you, oh yeah, this company gave me an offer and this one gave me an offer. But as of right now, I'm just in the process of talking to all these different companies, the process of interviewing. And I hate that it's not like once and done. You don't just go in, have an interview, and they're like, we don't like you, leave, or we like you, here's your job offer, and they like hand it to you, because I imagine a job offer is like a piece of paper that says you're hired. That would be pretty cool, like all caps, 72 font, no, 127 font. And 120 font, that was ridiculous. 127 is way too big. But yeah, so like, in reality, they want to like really know whether or not they want to hire you, so they have you interviewed by pretty much everyone in the company, because nowadays you can't just fire people willy-nilly because people sue left and right, like, and they say, oh, you were discriminating or whatnot. So they want to really make sure that you're the right person for the job. So, for instance, there's this executive team leader position that they want people for at Target. And they came to Penn State, and I talked to them, and they're like, oh, you're an engineer? Yeah, you could totally be this, blah, 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 blah. So, no big deal. I have a phone interview with this nice lady. And then when that was done, I got a call like 2 minutes later saying, hey, we need to schedule another phone interview. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. 2 interviews in a row, that's pretty typical. So I interview with a nice guy named Tyler. And then as soon as that's done, bam, third interview. I have that on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. And that's not even going to be it. After that, I have another fourth interview. I don't know. It's going to be with their district manager. So, someone that manages way too many people. And then I have to talk to someone even higher. And I have to go to a site visit. So that's 5 interviews and a site visit before I could get an answer. Anna Ventura says, hey Josh, sorry I'm late. It's okay. I was late too. I was late by a whole minute, which is really late in my book. I mean, I'm the one doing the stream. I can't be late. I mean, you guys can come in whenever you want and leave whenever you want. But me, it's unacceptable. Next time I'll be early. It's going to happen. Emo Angel. I like that. I'm showing my friends your reactions. I loved your theory for BTS. Oh my goodness. Those BTS, the trilogy, the whole run, prologue, I Need You, just all those were pretty cray. I mean, those were what? I don't know if everyone has seen that reaction, but that was a reaction and a half. Akbar, Rob, and I, we really enjoyed those videos. Those were really fun. Sheen Trinidad. Hey Josh. Hello. How's it going? How was your Saturday? I want to know. Go ahead, just put it down there. I'm reading everything at this point. I don't even, really promo my streams. I don't want too many people to know about them. I like keeping it small and contained because I can talk to you guys and it's more personal. But if it was 1,000 people on here, this thing would be blowing up and I couldn't even read your comments at this point. And then, I wouldn't be able to respond to everyone. So people would probably feel left out. Anyway. Wow. Amy, 4 a.m. I was about to sleep, Josh. I'm sorry, Amy. If you just want to go to bed, that's fine. Go to bed. I won't be upset. I mean, 4 a.m., that's a legitimate time of night. That's you've made a decision to stay up late. That's not oh, look, it's 4 a.m. That's I've decided to binge watch all the seasons of Friends and then watch them a second time. But, I've never done that personally, except for when I have. Oh my goodness. Hanny? Hani? Boy, I'm struggling with pronunciation. Are you looking forward to the new season of Daredevil? Oh my goodness, yes. Are you kidding me? I'm so looking forward to the new season of Daredevil. It's going to be so good. You know what else I'm looking forward to? The new season of Sherlock. What? Yeah, Hubert Cumberbatch. What's going on there? I'm really excited. I'm also looking forward to seeing the new season of Archer. I'm actually a huge Archer fan. I mean, all of us are. Rob, Akbar, and I, even John, we're all huge Archer fans, so looking forward to that. Oh, really excited for the new season of Rick and Morty, which is going to come out in a bajillion years because they take forever. I mean, right, Mel? It's insane. They take so long, but they're so good, so I'll wait as long as they want to wait. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. I only have a week left of school before spring break. That happened so fast. I mean, it was just months ahead. I'm thinking, oh, I don't even have to think about that. It's months from now. And then I was just talking to Rob today, and he was like, so, hey, what are you going to do for spring break? And I was thinking, well, I don't have to think about that for a while. And he was like, dude, it's next week. It's after this. And I was like, what? It's next week? Are you kidding me? And I freaked out because I have so many things that are scattered around that I know I have to do. Oh, hey, Julia, you're here. I heard you were sick. I am sorry. I'm sorry you have to miss your friends quinceanera. I mean, those are pretty awesome. I'm sorry you have to miss that. I mean, those are the worst thing to miss. Way back in the day, freshman year, I'm about to get to what I was saying earlier. I'm just taking a little tangent. We do this, unless I forget completely. So, I remember freshman year of high school, this shy girl who I barely knew came up to me and invited me to her quinceanera, and I couldn't go. Wait, I didn't go on purpose because I didn't know her, and I felt I felt like kind of shy, because I was shy too. She was shy, I was shy, we were both shy, and I missed it. I made some excuse. Fast forward a year and a half, we ended up dating for 2.5 years. And it really didn't work out. So we, that happened. I don't know why, it just quinceanera made me think of that. Back to what I was talking about, I was like, wait a minute. If spring break is 2 weeks from now, that means that I have to leave for Atlanta, Georgia in 4 days. And it's true. On Wednesday, or Thursday rather. Yeah, this Thursday, I have to go to the airport, fly out to Atlanta, Georgia, because this company wants me to re-interview a second time with them at their headquarters. So I gotta go all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, and then their company car is gonna come pick me up and take me to the hotel they have for me. Then we're gonna go out to dinner. Then we're gonna, the next morning, we have this whole, crazy panel interview that lasts 6 hours, and I have to give a presentation to their board and try to convince them that I'm the best person for the job out of 15 some other people that are from colleges all over the US. The email they sent me, I totally stalked it, and I wanted to see all the other people they were sending the email to, and I saw all the other colleges, and I had to look them up on Facebook and judge them hardcore and be like, they don't deserve the job, I should get the job because that person has a really good smile, and that's okay, fine, maybe he is cute, but I'm just kidding. But basically what happens is it's going to be a 2-day interview, which no one wants to do ever. It's just going to be something you got to do. And it's not really even a job I want, but I shouldn't say it's a job I don't want. It's more so it's a location I don't like, because I want to be in Maryland because that's where my family and friends are, but a lot of friends in PA, but mostly Marylandish area. So really I'd be happy being anywhere between the Philly area and home, Maryland. If I could be between those two places, I'd be happy. I don't know. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna start reading your comments. Feel free to ask me questions, do whatever you want, and I'm just gonna start reading them. I'm not even gonna say, a whole lot of information. I kind of avoid the ones that have the hard names because I don't want to say them wrong. I'm all right, maybe I'll go to the next question. Adlite McAdoo. I'm gonna call you Adlite. It's gonna happen. Adlite asks, "Hey Josh, where in America are you from?" So East Coast, right in Maryland. Yeah. It's kind of midway, a little up. Yeah, it's a little upper half, definitely northeast. But yeah, Maryland is where I'm from. Deer asks, "Do you have a dog?" Well, my sister Joy is the technical owner of Jack, our corgi. But he's more so a family dog. But the dog is hers. But, he's always at the house. So, unfortunately, for me being all the way up here in State College, PA, Pennsylvania, I don't get to see him. So I got to, go all the way home to see him. That's basically the only reason I go home anymore. Just kidding. Well, what if? Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about going back and just taking him, just showing up in the middle of the night and being like, Jack, I have cheese, you could come with me. And he's going to be looking over because he's getting old, and he's at the point where he's it better be a big piece of cheese for me to get up. I'm not getting up for no run-of-the-mill piece of cheese. I don't want no mozzarella. I want smoked Gouda. And I'm like, all right, Jack, fine. I'll dip it in peanut butter too. And he's like, oh, what? What now? Peanut butter? Oh, I'm over there. All right, that's right. And he comes over. And I'm like, sweet. And then I take him, put him in the back of my car. I'm like, dude, we're going to State College. He's like, is there peanut butter there? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. He's, all right, let's go. And basically, in this hypothetical situation, my dog has sort of an inner city voice, which I always imagine Jack having. I don't know why. But, I feel like we'd have a good duo, him and I. If we were he's just that's his voice and I have my voice, it would be the best duo ever. Oh, man. That'd be fun. I'd be like, Jack, you want ice cream? He's like, that's right. And we would go in to get an ice cream, and I'd be just eating ice cream with my dog. I would watch that show if that were a show. Oh, turns out I pronounced the name right. Adlite. Yay, I'm glad. Anyway, let's see. Until you guys start asking more questions, I'm going to think of how to fill the silence. that's a way. I have an interview in a week with Pepsi. Yeah, like the drink thing. But they also own Frito-Lay, so they like make all the snack foods that you see in vending machines. And they called me up and they're like, "Yo, we interviewed with you and you're awesome." And I was like, "No way, I am awesome." And they're like, "So we want you to come over here and interview with us again." And I'm like, "This is getting old." And they're like, "I know, I hate my life too." And I was like, "Well, what time is it?" And they were like, "Well, you have to come here in the middle of your spring break." And I was like, "Screw you." And they're like, "Yeah, it's pretty great." And then I was basically thinking, all right, well, I'll interview with them anyway. I'm fine with that. So I'm going Wednesday during spring break of, next week. And then hopefully that works out. I don't know. The area is okay. The job is good. Company is great. Benefits would be good. I feel like such an old person talking about benefits. Like, oh, is it a traditional or Roth IRA? Do they match your contributions to the 401k? Do they give you benefits with like dental and health and life insurance? I'm like, no! I feel so old. I just want to get on a plane and go somewhere better where I don't have to worry about this. Oh, man. 6-hour interview like last time. It's actually going to be more like 4 hours. Yeah. So from like 7 or 8 till about noon. But still, that's a situation. That's not like, okay, I'm going to have a phone interview. Maybe it's 30 minutes to 45, or maybe an in-person interview for the same time. That's like, that is your morning and afternoon, just interviewing. I don't know. Melanie asks Joss, have you eaten? No. Wait, yes. Yes, I have eaten. I don't eat frequently enough, but when I do eat, I eat too much. I don't know, it's just been my goal so far. It's more, Sheen Trinidad, what is your first impression when you met Brian? Brian freaking Hiltner. Oh my goodness. That dude is he's a bro and a half. I mean, that guy is responsible for developing my personality from, I don't know, from just being a really shy, not outgoing, semi-quirky but not in a good way, semi-funny but in all the wrong ways type of person into like what I would be now, and which isn't much better, but it's still a step up. And he doesn't even know that. I tell him that all the time. I'm like, dude, you are my mentor in terms of like comedy. He's funny, dude. I'll never be as funny as him. I'm actually gonna have Brian on the live stream next time, and we're going to be able to talk about all these things like embarrassing memories of high school and whatnot. So that'll happen. Julia Binder, Josh, why do you skip meals and then binge eat? It worries me. Well, mostly because it's efficient, yeah. So like I wake up, I eat a ginormous meal, and I'm like, okay, this will hold me over until 10 p.m. when I eat my second ginormous meal. And then you've got that huge 12-hour window, 10 to 12 hours, depending on when you eat breakfast, where you can just do whatever you want. You don't worry about food. You can just study for 8 hours, then do 3 hours of YouTube, and then do some other stuff. You just don't need to worry about it. Resolution Blue, what is your ideal health insurance? Ideal health insurance. I think my ideal health insurance is where there's zero deductible, and if anything happens to you, like you get your kappa gets dictated and you're just like dead, the amount of the payout would be enough to fund an entire new exponential company that will figure out how to revive you back to life and make you like stronger than before, and you can like jump over walls and you can like pick up cars. And so yeah, I guess the superhero package is something I'm looking for. I'm not picky, any type of superhero package, just like not something that makes like this go away, because like I'm okay with my face right now. I mean, I it could be better, but I'm just like thinking I don't want to take a step down. I don't want to go Deadpool is what I'm trying to say to you right now. I just do not want to go Deadpool on my superhero health insurance plan. I don't think that's too hard to ask. I know millennials they have an entitlement mentality, but superhero health package, come on. I mean, this is America in the 21st century last time I checked. They can make it happen. Anyway. What else? You're welcome for answering that. What is your favorite movie? Oh man, I'm a movie buff. I just watch movie after movie after movie. It was about the age of 18 when I realized I saw all the good movies. Like a few thousand movies in, I was like, crap, I've seen all the good ones. So it became watching all the new ones and watching a ton of old crappy movies. But after seeing so many movies, it's tough. I have like a top 20 list, and it's tough. It depends on what mood I am, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that was my favorite movie. I really like Fight Club. I like Boondock Saints. I need to make a list. I really should make a list. I don't know. Sheen Trinidad. Brian on live stream. I'm so excited. I'm excited too. Brian is going to be hilarious on live stream. So he's going to eventually visit the week and after spring break. But I'm actually going to try to call him and like get him on this through the phone. I don't know how it's going to work. I just think like I got a brand new mic. So maybe you guys are hearing me like a lot clearer than I was before. But maybe you're not. It's just kind of like a brand new concept, me using this mic here. I don't want to like freak anyone out here if the voice starts going crazy, but yeah, I just got a new mic, and it's bigger than I thought it would be, giggity, but you know, it's definitely a mic and a half, and I think it's doing well. We'll see what happens. What happens if I like talk right into it? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What does that sound like? My name is Josh Binder, and I'm speaking too closely into the mic right now. You can hear everything. You can hear every inflection of my voice. I'm sorry. WJBC 91.9, we have the Nerd Quartet Symphony playing up in the next 5 minutes. Sorry, such a nerd. Alright, I'm putting this back. Then you're gonna have to just imagine what the rest of the Nerd Quartet Symphony would be. Oh my goodness, I have too much fun with this. I need cinnamon bun. I like that. Is it just me, or does Josh's skin look so clear? I'm so jealous. Okay, my skin is like the opposite of clear. I promise you. I had to. Oh my god, it's a battlefield. It's a war that I wage every morning, every waking hour against my skin. I have this horrible combination of it wants to be really dry and really oily. How is that possible? And the clogged skin. I need to use Biore strips like twice a week, minimum. Gotta use the facial mask, but you gotta vary it up because your skin adapts. It evolves to your mud masks, and it's like, it's no longer effective. It's like, just like a Pokemon, it's not effective to mud masks anymore. So you need to like vary it up. Yeah, I gotta use the Pokemon references. It's his 20th anniversary today. It's kind of a big deal, and they're coming out with new games. It's like, it's kind of exciting. Anyway, so other than that, I would say my most effective tools have been some of the more hardcore skin regimen that the typical civilian doesn't know anything about, like chemical peels, stuff like that. Salicylic acid, glycolic acid gel peels. Those are not for the faint of heart. Those are for like the hardcore people. You need to be careful using those. You need to know a lot about it. I don't know. It is decided then, Josh. You're now a makeup vlogger. You must have a skincare routine video. I could do that. I've thought about that for like a year already. I was thinking, I just want to do an entire line of skincare videos because I have so much knowledge I'd love to give people and so many ideas, and I don't know. And I love doing it. I have this huge passion for skincare I usually don't tell anyone about because then they're like, oh, that's okay. That's fine for you. I'm going to go over here now. So, but you know, it's just one of those things where you just need to get used to it and move on with your life and just be okay with where you are. I would like to do that. You guys, if I brought you into my bathroom right now, you'd be like, whoa, this guy's like a psychopath with this regimen. Everything's laid out and it's just like, it's a whole thing. Straight hydrogen peroxide to clear up acne. That's interesting. Yeah. Plus this, the lights that I have, they're actually really forgiving. They have like this soft light that kind of fills in things, and I wanted to go like 2-directional lights, so it's not like just like this camera too. I mean, yeah, it's 1080p and I'm filming in 720, which is still HD, but at the end of the day, it doesn't pick up the small details, which is awesome. It's like using a skin smoothing filter all the time. You know, I mean, if I got really close, you'd start seeing more, but you know, for right now, from this proximity, it's pretty forgiving. So, I like that. Man, I have about 10 skincare secrets that I have really unearthed through my own experiences, through my research, through trial and error, through just having conversations with other people and just all the things. I have 10 skincare secrets that I'll take to the grave with me. But I should actually make a series talking about all of those. I feel like people might actually want to see that. Maybe they wouldn't. I would just do it just because I like it. That'd be fun. Anyway. Allison has to go. Bye, Allison. I'm glad you got to come by. I'm going to keep waving. I hope you didn't go already, and I'm just waving to people who are already here. Oh my goodness. Tea tree oil does really help, but that is not one of the secrets. What are your thoughts of Junhyuk from day 6 leaving the group? Huh. Well, it probably sucks for the rest of the members, right? And he's probably leaving for a reason, though. I don't think if he, no good, healthy group where all the members loved being in the group has ever left. No, that's never split up. So, in a way, I can think, I want to say, I hope it doesn't affect day 6 too much, and I hope they can still press forward and become something even better, perhaps, like the whole JYJ into TVXQ situation, which I think personally was an almost meant to be situation, just the way TVXQ ended up becoming. But he had a girlfriend, he left for personal reasons, he left because he had a relationship. I don't get it, are you not allowed to have a relationship and be in a group? You have a girlfriend. I saw you getting coffee with Jessica. Leave! I don't want to talk to you ever again. It's come on, guys, let's just dance practice. I don't want to talk to you. Okay, well, I'm leaving. Is that what happened? Oh my goodness. Brazil loves you, Josh, from Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. I love Brazil as well, and I haven't even been there. All I know is what I've seen when I research it online, and I keep thinking, this is a place I really want to go. I think Day 6 is actually working on new music right now, K-Pop Planet said. That's really interesting. That's interesting. Because if they're working on new stuff, was that working on new stuff after this dude left? Or he left, and now they're working on new stuff? I don't know. Josh broke his contract with JYP and got kicked out. Sheen Trinidad, Josh, your dimple is so cute. Just the one. Wait, this side? Just this one dimple. The other one, horrible. But this one, I always got that going for me. I'm the old right dimple guy. People ask, what do you think is your greatest strength? This dimple. Just this one. And they'd be like, good answer, and they write it down. Oh my goodness. K-pop contracts are intense. They're pretty insane. And the fact that you have to sign these things when you're potentially really young, you're going to have to pretty much rely on your parents or whoever, whatever adult figure is in your life to be wise with that. And then by the time you grow up and you're like, wow, I can't even take a poop without asking these guys. I would want to leave too with some of these things, especially if I got to the level of fame and then they start treating me like crap, or there's some abuse or slave contract. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions, especially with SM Entertainment. I mean, you and I all know about SM Entertainment, except for those of us who don't know. And in that case, let me just say that SM Entertainment is notorious for having slave contracts and treating their groups not well. So yeah. The chat just froze. Oh wait, no, now it's still moving. I thought it stopped or everyone just left because of what I just said. Which either one of those would have been not bueno. Oh man. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The idea of being a trainee who can train and with a whole bunch of other people and eventually debut either in a solo or a duo or in a group, and you can meet all the other members within that company. Can you imagine? That'd be fun. I mean, you're an SM, for instance, and you debut and you're like, wow, I can go hang and meet XO and SNSD, and I can just like have fun. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, maybe that would balance out with like some of the not so cool things of like you have to always be watching what you're doing and what you say and the impressions that you're giving and what you're wearing and what you eat. Even down to the diet. It's pretty cray. It's pretty cray. But, I'm sure it has all its pros too. And at the end of the day, it takes a personal decision with your own expertise of what it is you'd like to do. Cinnamon Bum. I was almost a trainee. It's a very difficult life. It's got to be difficult. Like, I was just talking to someone on Snapchat who's a current trainee. I can't say what company, but she's a current trainee. And, I mean, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty great. But it's crazy difficult, too. And you've got that competition, and you never really know when it is that you could debut. So there's like a lot of uncertainty. It's stressful. And if you're starting out really young, like even 13, 14, that's a stressful life for someone that young. Sheen Trinidad. Greetings from Philippines. Oh, cool. And Gail's from the Philippines. Both of you are from the Philippines. That's pretty cool. SAO. Sao. Cristo. I think it's Cristo. I'm going to say Cristo. Josh, are you planning on going to KCON 2016? Boy, I was just thinking for a moment, like, 2016, that's like so far in the future. And I'm like, Josh, you're in 2016. And I was like, oh, that's such a derp moment. I hope no one knows that. But now that I just explained all my inner mechanisms, now you all know. 2016. So when is that and where is that? Those are my two questions. KCON 2016. When is that and where is that? That's what I'd want to know. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading the comments. That's funny. Josh, if you didn't have that dimple, what's your greatest strength? Mock interview time. Greatest strength? Well, see, I try to think with the end in mind because that's kind of like a loaded question in a way, especially when they ask what's your greatest weakness. Can there really be only one right answer? Can someone know so much about themselves that they have a definitive, this is my greatest strength, this is my greatest weakness, this is what I'm best at, this is what I'm the worst at? What I tell companies when they ask me what my greatest weakness is I say that I can be a perfectionist, which can be true. So I can spend too much time on one thing. And then I follow that up with, I'm able to combat that by setting deadlines for myself, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it just makes it sound like you're a decent candidate because you've recognized what it is that your shortcomings are and then how to combat them. That's really what they want to hear. Whether or not that's true, probably sounds right about me. Yeah. Andrea, I really like your sweater. Thank you. I like it too. It's fun. I can't remember. It's one of the two. I either got this from my ex or got this from my sister Joy. I think I got it from my sister Joy. So thank you, Joy. And then actually, the crazy thing is the zipper broke. I don't know if you guys have ever dissected a zipper before and figured out all the different parts of it. But there's a box and pin set up, and then the box kind of goes, houses the pin, and then you can zip it up. Well, the box done came off. So this is what I had to do. I had to look online and be like, how do you fix a zipper box? No one knows. No one fixes zippers anymore. No one does. I looked online, literally the tutorials, nothing. All the websites and the forums and everything, nothing. YouTube, nothing. There's nothing on how to fix a zipper. None of it. And I was like, are you crazy? And I was like, all right, what's the only solution? So I look up solutions. Everyone said you need to just throw it out or completely tear the zipper off and sew on an entire new zipper all the way up. And I was like, okay, you guys are just going straight up derp on me right now. I don't accept this. I'm an engineer. I understand that this is a very simple problem with a simple solution, and you guys just haven't figured it out yet. So basically what I ended up doing was I started looking out where you can buy the zipper pins. Can't believe I can hear myself talking about zipper box and pins. How are you guys still watching this? I'm such a nerd. And I found a wholesaler selling them on this crazy Chinese website that I couldn't read any of the characters. I could like selectively translate stuff. So I was able to buy some. It was like $2.50 total, $2.50, and I got a pack of 20. And then I used some two-part epoxy JB Welds with the zipper pox, and I was able to actually put it back on, and it works now. It works. I can even like show you. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. That's the zipper box, and I was able to replace it. So Joy, I was able to replace the zipper on the sweater, and now I'm able to still wear it. And since then, I've replaced like a couple other zippers. I don't know. Brooke Madison, I think I found Josh's true calling. A zipper artisan. I don't know. You could say it's my calling, but I would say the calling is just being able to find practical solutions for everyday problems. And I think that's, at the end of the day, what an engineer does. By definition. Well, if you trace engineering all the way back to the origins of the word, it was actually in medieval times, believe it or not. You know, when they had these crazy huge wars against each other, back when there were like queens and kings and whatnot, they had engines of warfare. You know, like those giant slingshots that they pull back and they release it, and it would like knock over a castle tower, and they're like, they're invading! It's like, ah! So the dudes that would make those giant machines of war were called, or engines of war, were called the engineers. So yeah, pretty crazy. I don't know. Pinky, Josh, show me your dimple. What? You're seeing them right now? Oh, just the one? Okay. Oh wait, you meant my good dimple. There it is, in all of its glory. The old right dimple. Well, from your perspective, it's the left dimple, but I mean, who's counting, really? All right. I gotta keep reading these comments so I don't like miss anything. Josh said my name wrong. I'm sorry. Critoseo. Critoseo. I'm gonna call you K. Can I call you K? I mean, it starts with a K. Would you rather have diarrhea or constipation? Boy, that's a question and a half. I have an easy solution. I mean, back in the day when I used to I used to have a laxative and a stool hardener at the same time, and I just let them battle it out in my stomach to see who won. So I was, frequenting that situation. Josh, sing Pokemon theme song. What, like the whole thing? I mean, we could. I would rather sing it together, like as a group. We could just have fun just singing this together and be a good bonding experience too. Melanie says, GDI? Josh, it's just Kirito. Kirito? Kirito? Andrea, is there bad dimples? I don't think so. Unless you smile and you get 14 dimples on one spot of your face, then that probably wouldn't be a good dimple situation, but I don't know if that's an issue for anyone. Where's Akbar? Asked Pinky. Home. He's home. Because he done graduated. So he's home. But he is visiting. He's going to visit before March 31st. Why March 31st? Good question. I've already edited 37 videos, and I put them all online, and they're just scheduled releasing one a day because I set it up like that. So I don't got to do anything for a month. The whole scheduled releases, they end March 31st. So I just need to make sure I film with Akbar or Rob or both before March 31st, so I can get vids up, and it's not the next day and you guys are like, where's the videos? And I'm like, I just forgot to film, guys. And you're like, I hate you. And then you unsubscribe, and then I wake up in a panic and I'm all sweaty and I realize it was a nightmare and I actually have videos still scheduled, and I'm like, why do I keep having that nightmare? Boy, that escalated quickly. Anyway, for those of you who were on the Line group chat that someone started, I already showed all you guys what the releases are going to be for the next 30 days. More than 30 days. I'd show you guys right now. It's just kind of hard to do. But if you join the group chat, all the info's there. So there's that. Did you know about EXO's North American tour? Well, I do now. When is it? And where is it? They're probably going to be all over the U.S., right? Josh, what's your favorite city? I like cities. I just don't know if I could live in one for a long period of time. Like I like visiting. I don't know many cities. I've been to a few. Most commonly, I guess New York. I've been there quite a few times. I like New York. I like New York. It can kind of get a little cray, and if you're there more than a few days, it's like I'm a rat in a cage, and the cage is New York City, and like the noise and the people and the pollution and everything is like a giant rod just poking me all day. But other than that, it's a good city. It's a good city. Yeah, absolutely. That line shout out though. Yeah, I did a line shout out. That's a fun group chat, but it gets kind of cray. I mean, they spam it with just beautiful pictures of Asian men. Can't. Sometimes I just need to close the app. I'm like, that's enough shirtless Asian men for one day. You can have too much. That's what I'm trying to say. Moderation is key. Yeah. Abby asks, do you want to do YouTube for a living? That's a good question. I get that question a lot, actually. I think that I would, absolutely. I don't know, like, at first it was a matter of me thinking that could never happen. And then later on I was thinking, oh, that could actually happen. And then I was thinking, well, when can it happen? Because I couldn't just stop now and do that full time. You need to be able to pay bills and like pay for your cost of living and whatnot, just like with food and rent. And I don't think that the channel is at that point yet that I could do that successfully. It might one day, and if it does get to that point, then I will most likely just quit my job and be like, listen, it's been chill, but I gotta go be on YouTube right now. And they're gonna be like, you're gonna be what? I'm like, all right, see ya, Ben, is who I imagine in this hypothetical situation my boss is. And Ben seems like a chill guy. He gets a little uptight, and he's like, the deadlines are really, he's always a deadline-oriented guy. That's who I imagine Ben to be. But other than that, he's pretty cool. But yeah, he always has coffee breath though. I have very vivid hypothetical imaginations about different things. Anyway. Yeah, buddy, Josh, I'm sorry about the spam. Was that you? You're the spammer? No, there were multiple spammers there. I remember. Oh my goodness. Freya. Also, Josh, I'm saying this again, but please listen to Fool Tell Me What Is Love by D.O. What is love? Are you still learning Korean? No, I'm not. No, I was for a while, and I kept up with it for a good period of time. And then I realized that I could spend all the time that I'm learning Korean applying for jobs and actually getting a job. And then once I get that job, I could just start learning Korean, and I'd have like a ton more time to do it. And I could do it better, more successfully. I felt like it was a little rushed just because the only time I could really do it is between midnight and 2 a.m. And then I wouldn't get good sleep. Just didn't fit in. It just came down to time management. It was a decision I made, and then I just pulled the trigger on that situation. I would have done it again. But I'm glad I started doing it because I have that initial knowledge foundation, and I know where I'm going to pick up eventually. I'm going to pick up where I left off. And that's better than just never have starting it in the first place and not really knowing where it is I'd like to start. So there's that. Do you know Nine Muses, and can you react to them? I know Nine Muses, and I made 2 reactions to them. The 3 of us did Hurt Locker, and we did, was it Aftershock? I've got all my lists here. Oh, those are all the ones we're gonna do. But you guys don't know about this list yet. Oh, here we are. Nine Muses Drama. We did Drama and Hurt Locker, so one of those is newer than the other, but yeah. Josh, how bad are your eyes? How bad? Basically, they're pretty bad. They're not great. I could work and be fine without them and, be functional and whatnot, but without them I can't see like any fine detail. So if I'm in like the middle or the back of the class, I'm not going to be able to have a very good idea of what they're writing on the whiteboard. With them, they're fine. With my glasses, I have astigmatism, which I think is a fancy word for, you just need your glasses to be like a different like shape-ish, because your actual eye isn't a perfect shape it needs to be. It's like a little off by a few degrees. I don't understand it at all, really. All I know is that it just probably affects the shape of my lenses, so I can see the light coming into my corneas and retinas in the right way, so my brain knows exactly what's going on. Yeah, really that's what it's about. It's all the brain, the integration center, the central nervous system. Yeah. But yeah, they're pretty bad. Let's see. Stigmatism buddies. Cinnamon Bun and I have astigmatism. We're stigmatism buddies now. That's a serious bond, stigmatism buddies. We're stigma buddies for life. That doesn't just go away. That's like a forever thing. It's like being like related, only not. What's your prescription? I have no idea. Let's see. Name Izzy, can you react to Okie Dokie? I did done react to Okie Dokie. I reacted to that, took a video of it, edited it, uploaded it, and it's gonna be out soon. So I'm excited. And by soon, I mean, I don't remember when I scheduled that to be released, but I can figure that out for you guys if you really want. Ha ha ha, true, I'm studying optometry. Optometry, that's a legit major. It's a lot of memorization as opposed to like engineering, which is like a crap ton of problem solving. But it's also extremely competitive, optometry. To get into that field, it's very competitive. So it's definitely mad respect for you on that situation. Yeah. Anna asks, did you see Top Dog trying to pronounce English names? No, I haven't. That sounds really funny. I actually kind of want to look that up. I wish I could just do that now. Top Dog. Do I like Top Dog? I saw two videos by them. I saw the song Top Dog by Top Dog, and then I saw one other one. It wasn't T-O-double-P, T-O-double-D, Top Dog. That was Top Dog. The other one was, what was it? What's the other one I saw? Help me out here. I've seen hundreds of videos. But I did really like both of them. And I feel like with Top Dog, they have a very interesting dynamic. First of all, there's too many members. I'm not a fan of all those members. I'm not opposed to it where I'm like, I'll never watch them. I would just prefer it being fewer members because I feel like it just gets information overload for me. And you can't, I don't know, and people are going to disagree with me, and they rightly so, but I feel like it's harder to get to know all the individual personalities when it's so many of them. When it's just like, I don't know, Epic High, it's 3 of them. I figured out about all 3 members in like a few videos watching them and a little research. I was able to be like, bam, and now I can like connect with them and I understand like their dynamic and what's going on. And then 17 came out and I'm like, and I pretty much fainted when I saw that. And then I heard that like they're going to come out with like a 54 member group or something like that, which I'm personally looking forward to seeing just because it's hilarious. Oh man. Do you still have an EXO shrine in your room? I'm assuming that's meant for someone else in the comments section and not me. But yeah. I think all your viewers want more shiny, Josh. That's probably true. But how many of them want a shiny marathon is a good question. I mean, the last marathon I did was BTS. And then I asked all you guys, at least the ones on Twitter, what marathon you'd like to see after that. And most of you, the majority was saying BTS, I think, followed by Other, which could have been really anything. Then there was like, I don't know, Big Bang. No. I need to look it up again. But yeah. I would like to do another marathon again because that way I can actually get to really know a band from start to finish, know their group progression from when they debuted to their newest stuff. And I like doing that. I like the chronological order because you can see them maturing and growing up and getting better as a group. and I can enjoy that progression other than just like random music videos being thrown my way. So that's why I really wanted to do the BTS one. I skipped the music videos I had already seen, but other than that, I really did enjoy the marathon itself. Yeah. And I know you guys enjoyed Boy in Love. I know that was your favorite reaction that I have ever done, Boy in Love. I mean, I think that was my favorite reaction. Oh, armies! Armies can be some pretty intense fans. They can be like very intense and passionate, which I think is a good thing. I think it's good to have some passion. I think that a little passion can go a long way. Having opinions is good. You know, being too opinionated might not be good, but like being opinionated, I think is good to an extent. I don't think you ever want to be that person who doesn't have opinions or kind of just goes with the flow all the time. And that's fine if one is that way, but I can respect, someone who will make a decision and stand up for themselves. Yeah. So Maggie says, shh, Boy in Love doesn't exist. Oh my goodness. But yeah. I've heard XOLs are fierce. I have. Okay, so I don't want to start any wars here, but like what group has the most notoriously, I don't want to say like angry, just like fierce fan base where they'll just like tear off anyone's head that says something bad about their group or any of their biases? Like who has the most like cutthroat fan base that would just jump at the chance to argue with someone about why they're the best group and no one else comes close? Like what's the most that way fan base? That's what I'm curious about. XO? Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, 3 in a row. XO, 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 XO. Dang, that is unanimous across the board. No way. I haven't seen a single... Wow. Dang. That's pretty intense. I've never seen such a unanimous answer from a question before like this. A subjective question. I guess it's not that subjective. Dang. XO, wow. Maybe I shouldn't do... does that mean like I shouldn't do an XO marathon? Because like if I were to say... Because I speak my mind. I don't, I've never not... If I say something offensive, like I could start getting more death threats. Like more death threats. I already got death threats from the armies. But I'm okay with that. They weren't like real death threats. They were like, I'm going to kill you, blah, 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 blah. Or like come to your house. But they don't, they never showed up or anything like that or said like this is specifically where you live. They weren't that creative, so they weren't like really good death threats. But are you saying like XOLs would like do legitimate death threats? Like I'd wake up and I'd see like a group of them right next to me being like, we're gonna kill you now. I imagine is what they do with the knives, is just that's the sound of me dying, and I just be like, ah! And as on my last breath I'm like, I stick by what I said. And then as I'm dying, I click a thumb up on my own comment that they didn't like. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Josh, try not to say anything crazy. No, I actually did get death threats. That was pretty crazy. I've actually never had that type of a backlash that spill over into every one of my social media accounts. I mean, on Snapchat, I was getting some crazy angry snaps from armies, and then on Twitter it spilled over to Twitter. They started like really getting mad at me on there, probably the worst on Twitter, and the messages were so long that they would actually have to type them out on Word and then take a screenshot of their Word document and then send that to me through Twitter because it was that long. They couldn't they couldn't sum it up into 680 characters. It was pretty insane. But like I said, with those death threats, I'd never actually personally felt unsafe, but that's a good thing. It's just they felt really empty. They weren't creative. Like I feel like I can sense crazy, and if I got like a crazy person's death threat, I'd be like, oh well, maybe I should back off here. But yeah, that was the first time I was like, holy cow, armies are like really angry. Like I don't mind trolls at all. Like trolls are hilarious. I understand where trolls are coming from, and I understand like them responding to more people giving them attention. It's a very simple complex of the troll's mind. So I almost have like an understanding. It's never bothered me. And then hate is a little different. Hate's a little bit different in my mind, but I still don't let it bother me very often. It didn't bother me too much with the army thing. But I'm saying all of this to say I wouldn't want a more extreme version of that. I'm fine with the same amount of death threats. I just wouldn't want a more extreme version of that, because at that point you need to be like careful. So if you guys are saying that XOLs, I guess is the name of the fan base, if XOLs are more extreme than armies, maybe I shouldn't do a marathon, because if there's something critical that I feel like I have an opinion of, I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna probably offend them, and they're probably gonna get really upset. So maybe I should just avoid that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm actually asking. I'll read your comments. I want to see what you guys think about this. SM, pretty crazy. As an army, I'm sorry. Can't believe people do receive death threats over a mere video. Yeah, I mean, it's fine though. It's not a big deal. I thought it was just a myth. Josh, read the comments. I'm reading them. By the way, the quietest fan base is probably the Shiny fans. No, they're more offended about stuff like dating? Oh, interesting. I didn't think about that. That makes sense, though. You know, negatives to filming reactions. I'm sorry that happened to you, Josh. Please take care. I'm taking care. You know how much that affected me? It didn't. I was just like reading it. I actually thought it was pretty funny. I ended up calling Akbar and like sending him screenshots of the actual messages, and he thought it was funny too. Rob was the only one who was concerned, and I was like, dude, Rob, it's okay. I don't even tell my parents. They would probably freak out, but they don't understand like the 21st century, you know, millennial view on internet. People can get upset, which is fine. You get upset, and then you can say things that you don't really mean. You know, you're just very passionate, and you've got the anonymity of being behind, well, a computer. Which I've been guilty of that too. I've gotten on comment wars, but before I even did YouTube, I've been on comment wars and videos. Like, I know what that's like, and I know that people are just trying to think of the most horrible thing to tear this other person down because they feel so offended, they feel differently. It's just a human thing. You know, eventually you grow up and you realize, yeah, that was kind of stupid, but you know, you just won't do it anymore because you've matured. But if you see it happening, you can recognize that and be like, yeah, well, I used to do that too. Yeah, I can't really say it a whole lot about it. But yeah, I don't know. I would say though, it would be kind of interesting to see like a legitimate crazy death threat, because you would only get that if you're at a certain level of like exposure, if you're only at a certain level of fame, or you know, I don't know what the right word is. Like, if enough people, if you're at that level where your popularity isn't so important that, you know, someone hears your opinion and wants to kill you, that's like a level of, that's like a goal, that's a level of success. You know, if you're just some random person no one really knows and you say something bad about their group, they probably don't want to kill you. Or if they do, it's probably like they would never like act it out, you know? But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Protect Josh Squad. Jesse Etchy. Josh, Shiny has taught us to be nice. Well, good. Jessica, Josh Protection Squad. Wait, is that a thing? That'd be hilarious. We need to create like a signal, almost like where you pressed a button and you see like the bat signal, but we need to create like a group chat. So like if anything happens and I'm like seeing like some XOLs like walking outside my apartment with like, you know, creepy eyes, and I'd be like, guys, I need the Josh Protection Squad. Wait, JPS. I need the JPS, guys. JPS stat. I need JPS ASAP. And I just like hit it, and then all you guys know that I need the Josh Protection Squad, which wouldn't help at all because you're so far away from me. You'd be like, all right, I'm catching the next plane. And then you're like slowly like going online. Delta is kind of, I guess I'll go with Delta. American Airlines is a little cheaper, but I heard they have, worse peanuts. It's not that they're bad peanuts, it's just like that they're too salty. All right, fine, Delta. I'm gonna go with Delta. And then you'd like be sitting in the plane. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll have a Coke. No. You know what? Forget it. Just ginger ale. If you have diet and that's it, I'll just have a ginger ale. And you're just like drinking it, and it's like the longest cutscene of you just like in the airport through security. And then you find your bag and you're like, oh, no, that's not mine. And someone's like, oh, that's mine. I was like, we have the same bag. It's like, I'm sorry. It's a normal mix up. We both have the same bag. And you're like, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. And then you end up like hitting it off with this person. You go grab lunch with them. You're like, and then you leave and you're like, well, I'm really glad I met that person. What am I doing here in the States? Oh yeah, Josh. And then you like go drive over there. And then you get here and it's like a week later. And you burst into my apartment and I'm in like a bathrobe with a cup of coffee and I'm like, hello? And you're like, I'm the Josh Protection Squad. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, it was fine. I called the cops, they took care of him. Man, that was a week ago. Yeah, sorry, I met this guy, he was really cool, we hit it off, and there was like the same bags, and then there was coffee and ginger ale, and I'm like, I don't know what it is you're saying, but let's grab some coffee together. And you're like, I would like that. And then you both go together. And by both, I mean you and I. We're going to go get coffee because you came all the way to help protect me. I don't know where that tangent came from. But yeah, let me just say something else. Oh, man. Oh, lost the chat. Scroll up. Sorry. I've got like a pretty powerful computer, but for some reason when I do live stream, my computer is like, it's like an old person. It's pretty crazy. Ah, Abby, if you could meet any K-pop group, I should say it like this. If you could meet any K-pop group or idol, who would it be and why? I know you didn't ask him why, I just really wanted to do that into the mic. I would want to meet Daesung from Big Bang. He's kind of a little personal hero of mine. Yeah. Yeah, buddy says, it wasn't a question mark, that's the person under it. Love your Snapchat stories. Thank you. I love Snapchat. It's really great. I love Snapchat so much. You know why I love Snapchat? Because it's so easy and you can be spontaneous. You don't need to plan anything. You just go boop and you say what you want to say, and then 9 seconds later you go, and then it's done. And then you say, I want it on my story, and then you're done. There's no post-production and taking the memory card out of your camera and putting it in there, and then bringing up Adobe, and then editing it, and then rendering it, then exporting it, then uploading it, then tagging it, description, and then putting that thumbnail up and writing all your stuff about it. Then, it's a process on YouTube, and I can enjoy this simplicity is the right word, of just doing a once and done, almost like I'm doing right now. But yeah, D-Light, yeah, I saw that. I saw the one by D-Light. That was an amazing song. I'm so excited for you guys to see that reaction. It's gonna be up relatively soon. Sorry, I'm getting gassy because I ate like a humongous meal right before this live stream, like a huge meal. Ninja, I deleted Snapchat 30 minutes after installing it. Just wanted to try the effects. Those effects. Oh my goodness. Okay. I really enjoyed the effects for, I don't know, the first even 100 times I saw the effects. I enjoyed them. And I think it's a little different. Mic's too close. I can hear all your mouth noises. I'm sorry, I forgot it was right there. It can be too close. You can hear too many mouth noises, and at that point, it's just not good. Everyone's talking about the mouth noises. What was I even saying? Mouth noises just clouded my entire train of thought. Crap. Favorite flavor of ice cream? Cookie dough. Probably cookie dough. Chocolate chip cookie dough. Yeah, that would probably be it. Jimin trash. I always wondered about that. Like, if you are so into a group like BTS, why is it you're called BTS trash? Like, that just sounds like an insult. Like, can't you be like BTS fan? Or like, just to show like you're super passionate. Like, why is it you get so passionate about a group that eventually you're trash? I never understood that one. I know it. I've known about that whole trash label for years, but I don't know. Like, say I'm dating some girl and her name is, I don't know, Jessica, and I get so into the relationship and I enjoy her company so much. Am I eventually Jessica trash? Or does that not work? Or if I'm so passionate about my YouTube career, am I YouTube trash? I don't know, that might work. If you're so passionate, you're just a sellout and you just you only want people to like you. That sounds like YouTube trash. I don't know. Melanie says you don't understand. I'm Jeonghan trash. We are garbage. Because trash cannot trash. Look at JRE KML video on being trash. I saw a clip of his. It was called I'm BTS trash or something. It's one of the only videos I've seen 30 seconds of his actual video, and I didn't just see a couple seconds. Abby, do you watch other YouTubers? Very rarely, actually. No one consistently, and I'm more of a only on YouTube when I'm either doing my own stuff or I'm looking for something very specific, like how to fix the pin and box, assembly on a zipper. Then I'll just find what I need to know, get the information I want, and then I'm out. I'm trying to think, though. Anyone I watch? Not really. No. Maybe back in the day. Probably. Abby says, who started this Josh trash? I don't understand trash. I'm gonna message you later. What do you do for a job in real? Well, in real, I am a student. And I'm in my last semester studying industrial engineering, as many of you know. And right now I'm looking for a job. And eventually I'll probably get a job somewhere. And I'll continue working there until I just decide that I'd rather do YouTube instead. Until YouTube at that point could be enough that it could pay for things. Right now it's not at that point. But if it gets there. Wait, what? Tiffany Hart, can we agree we're all Josh trash? No! I'm not okay with this. Stop. I'm not okay. If you guys are fans to the point of trash for other people, that call yourselves whatever you want. But if you're fans of mine to the point where you would be labeled that, I don't want it to be called trash. It just sounds trashy. It doesn't sound nice. It sounds I don't know. I like Josh Protection Squad. Can we just go with that? I like that. How about Josh Trash means Josh Protection Squad? If you're at that point where you're in my inner circle and you're such a passionate fan that you would go to lengths to actually protect me from XOLs and armies, then I can accept that. I'm Josh Trash. Sorry, Josh. Okay. Whatever. We're not trash to Josh. We're treasure. Exactly. Thank you, Jesse. That's what I was trying to say. Melanie is not okay with that. Apparently, Melanie just really wants to be trash. Well, I'm not going to call you trash, Melanie. I just can't. No, I won't. I'd rather be cheesy and say, you're treasure. You are treasure to me. You're all treasure. You're all pieces of treasure, and you all play a very specific role in a painting. And when I back up, I can see the full picture that you guys form. And you know what it is? It's a heart. It's a beautiful multicolored heart. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful heart you've ever seen. Alright, let's see. How old do you think your viewers are? Well, I would say I know the statistics. I've been on YouTube Analytics, and for the 28,000 subscribers and the 4 million views so far, I know what the age ranges are. The majority are ages 18 to 24, and the 15 to 17 isn't as big as the 25 to something else. I don't know when the upper limit of that is, but the majority of the viewers are 18 to 24. Now that's what they get from their raw personal information from Google. So someone could easily say that they're an age that they're not, and I recognize that. But if we're assuming that people are actually saying they are the age they're supposed to be, then 18 to 24 is the biggest age demographic that watches the show. 10 through 13. Yeah, okay. I'm 17. I just turned 20 Monday. LOL. 16 years old over here. I'm 22. I'm 18. I don't know why I'm giving you all different voices that are hilariously not yours. This is interesting. We're all saying our ages. I should put mine in there. I'm currently the oldest one so far. Oh, it's not letting me type. Oh. Yeah, no, just tell me that I'm not like selected and I need to scroll up now to see the chat. LOL, I'm 50. Of course you are. Well, yeah, it seems like the majority so far are 18 to 24 with just the ages that I've seen right now. Yeah, definitely. So I guess that makes sense. Now there's been like, it's pretty much going to be a normal distribution if you were to look at it statistically with the scattering of ages, but I would say the biggest demographic so far is 18 to 24. So I guess it's kind of accurate. I don't know if this population sample of just the people watching this live stream is an accurate representation of everyone as a whole. Hoi Ting, are you assuming we're mainly girls? XD? No. But in general, I've seen statistics that have said 80% of the viewership is female. Now, people can lie about their gender as well. They could say, I'd rather be a man on YouTube even if I'm a woman, or vice versa. But it would make sense, though, because statistics brought out by entertainment companies worldwide say that the majority of K-pop viewers are females, which would make sense if I'm doing a K-pop channel that 80% of my viewership is now female. So it all kind of lines up. Yeah. Claudette Gomez. Josh, please tell us scary stories. Whew. Oh boy. I've debated whether or not to tell you guys scary stories. Like I don't want to like sound like I'm exaggerating, but there are some very scary things that have happened in the past. And I just don't want to freak y'all out. Like I'll tell you guys the stories of the skyscraper and I'll tell you the stories of the Chevy Cavalier. But to tell you guys some of the scary stories, it's nighttime, I'd get scared. Behind this wall is my bedroom and I have to go to bed after this. It'll just bring up a whole bunch of memories. But I can tell you guys a scary story if you really want me to. It's legitimate and I need you guys to know that it's legit and that if you don't want to hear something scary, you should probably end watching this live stream. And maybe when it's broad daylight outside, you can go lay out a picnic blanket and just have a nice little picnic with all your friends. And then when you're all feeling like you couldn't be scared by anything in the whole world, then feel free to just whip out your phone and listen to this scary story. But right now, I just have a lot of reservations about just telling you guys right now. Tiffany Hart says, it's okay. I just watched horror movies. I'm ready. Well, Tiffany, you probably are ready, but I don't know if everyone here is, and I've heard some people saying, don't tell me. Andrea says, don't. Yeah, Buddy says, do it. Gail says, morning here. Ha ha ha. Resolution Blue says he's scaring me now. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I don't know if you'd be laughing if you were actually scared, unless it's like a nervous laughter, like ha ha ha. Or unless that's just what you do when you get scared, you just start laughing, which I think would be hilarious in horror movies. Like you get scared and you're like ha ha ha. It's like, why are you laughing? That's what I do when I get scared. That'd be a good, like, I don't know, like thriller comedy. I don't know, like scary movie. All right, how about this? I won't tell you guys any of the scary stories tonight, just because I don't want to just like, I didn't plan to do any of that. I'm not going to just throw that on you guys right now. But next week, you're going to hear a scary story, just one of them. I don't know which one. It'll just kind of be whatever comes to mind. But next week, it's going to happen. And I'll save it for the end. I won't just do it in the very beginning. I'll wait until we've had our conversations. We've all caught up on our week. Everyone feels nice and comfortable. You've lowered your defenses. And at that point, I'm going to tell you guys the story. It's going to happen. Yeah. Anyway, but until then, we'll just chill. And wow, it's been like over an hour already. That's kind of crazy. All right. I'm going to expand this window. Boom, whoa. That's a lot of information, yo. How many people are watching this right now? I haven't seen a number at all. 101. That's a lot of people. It's been going on for 1 minute, or 1 hour and 16 minutes and 21 seconds. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, guys, like prepare yourself for next week, because that's going to be a situation and a half. I can't even begin to, you know what, I'm not going to talk about it. It's just going to happen. All right. Lowered your defenses. Jesse says, I didn't even realize it's been an hour. Neither have I. Like, this really went by quick. And I think that typically happens when I'm, like, live streaming with you guys. It tends to really get ahead of me, where I'm thinking, okay, it's probably been, like, 20, 30 minutes. Oh, it's been an hour and a half. What? But, you know, I think that's a good thing. Courtney Clemens, are you sick of job fair yet? I was sick of job fair before it even happened. I was sick of it by the time I made over 100 online applications. And now it's just to the point where I'm like, give me an offer, and like if it's something remotely close to what I want, I'll take it, because I'm tired of just applying everywhere and going to so many interviews, and it's pretty exhausting, on top of trying to be a full-time student and on top of trying to be full-time on YouTube. So it's a lot to handle. I mean, thank goodness my app competition is over. We're waiting on the results. I'm really hoping that it goes well. If it goes well, then our team, we get to go to Anaheim, California to give a presentation in front of hundreds of people, which is totally nerve-wracking, because I've never been to a technical conference giving a presentation to all those people. It's easy with you guys because you guys are like super, super chill, and I can just talk to you guys about anything. But these are like old crusty sea crustaceans that are just like, I've been in the tech field for millions of years, and I'm going to judge everything that you say. And it's a conference full of all these people in suits, and they're all like self-important, and they're all in California, and they're all like saying, I don't know. How do you get like not nervous when you're public speaking? You just like picture them all being naked. I just can't see that being beneficial. Maybe it would work. I don't know. Adlight, it's cool that you take your time to be with us every Saturday. Well, hey, I enjoy it. It's cool that you guys take your time to be with me and the rest of us every Saturday. It's fun. I enjoy it. I truly look forward to it. You know, there was times earlier in the week where I was like, I kind of want to live stream right now. And I'm like, no. Gotta wait till Saturday. Sometimes I don't think I want to. But, you know, I think it makes it worth it. I'd rather hang out with you guys like once every day, but I just can't do it. I don't have the time. But I could do it twice a week, but I probably shouldn't. I should probably save it. I should probably just do it on Saturdays to keep it consistent for now. I was actually just talking to Akbar today. I talked to him for like an hour and a half on the phone, And I was asking him all about his life, and we were talking and just going back and forth with all of our ideas. And we had this idea where, like, what if we could do a split screen, a live stream, where wherever Akbar is, he could hop online, I'll hop online where I am here, and then you guys see both of us at once. I don't know if you can do that, but I'm going to figure it out. I think if anyone can do it, we can do it. That's what Periscope is for, Josh. You know, I have a Periscope. I've never done Periscope, but I don't really know how that works. Like, I need to try it out. It's getting spam. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to leave my phone over here for now. Deal with that later. But yeah, Periscope. I would totally do that. Do you guys watch Periscope? Like, if I did Periscope, how is that any different than what I'm doing right now? Like, I don't know. Like, would you guys watch that? Is that a thing I should start looking into? Periscope? I would do Periscope. I don't know. I mean, I already do, like, Snapchat and live stream. So when I heard Periscope, I'm thinking, well, is that, like, just another type of live stream thingy? I don't know. Is that, like, a mix between Snapchat and YouTube live stream? I don't know. I don't know what that's like. My sister does Periscope, Joy. She does that a lot, and she was the one to tell me about it originally, which I thought was pretty cool. What time is it where I am? It's 11:23 p.m. Yep, the 27th. Melanie says, do it. Well, that's because you have a Periscope, Melanie. You can go on you now? I don't know what that is. I can never be here for these live casts anymore. Sorry, Josh, Saturdays are my busy nights. But you're here now. Okay, well, maybe I should do another one. Maybe I should do Saturday nights and then one other time that's a completely different time. So everyone in those other time zones, or everyone that's always busy during Saturdays or whatever, they can watch that other stream. I don't know. Maybe I should. It'll be called... Let's see, if this is Saturday Night Live, what's a name for a stream for all the other people in the world? All the different time zones. You know, all the different... Essentially for all the people that are just busy or asleep when this stream is going on. I don't know. Kate McCleary. You can have multiple person live stream on YouTube. Really? Oh, cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like I said, I haven't looked into this. I was going to do that. But I thought that'd be a fun idea. Like, for instance, in the future, Brunch with Josh. That's funny. I should do that. That's a good name. Brunch with Josh. Josh Squad 24/7. I like that too. Mondays Suck live stream. That's a good one. That's a good one. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and write these down. I got my notepad here because I'm thinking you guys are gonna have hilariously awesome ideas, and you always do. Bear with me here. I like that. I like that. You should totally just blow up my Twitter and blow up my Snapchat with these names, because you guys have like really awesome ideas, and they're just like some things I wouldn't have even thought of myself at all. Like, you guys are like creating so many awesome original ideas, and I'm like, I want to steal these ideas from you so bad. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea to start a different live stream for all the people who can't watch this one. And I'm sorry that I'm spending a lot of the time on this stream talking about other streams and not like just hanging, but this is still new. Like, this is the second Saturday in a row that I've done the live streams, and this could, you know, I want to do this like forever. I want to do like a year from now, I want to still be doing these live streams at 10 o'clock. So I'm still like, you guys are involved in the making of this whole process right now. We're in the midst of creating the whole thing that's going to be laid out forever. So yeah. Josh, can we see your handwriting? Yeah, I mean, I made a to-do list today of things to do. And this is typically a handwriting of mine if you guys want to watch, see what it's like. Wait, did I write anything on here I don't want you guys seeing? No, it's pretty good. So yeah, I use like a kind of a hybrid of craziness, but that's kind of what it looks like there. Rick and Morty forever and ever. I love Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, 100years.com, rickandmorty.com, Morty and Rick and Morty. 100yearsrickandmorty.com. I love Rick and Morty. It's like the best thing ever. When I saw Rick and Morty for the first time, because Melanie actually told me about Rick and Morty. She was like, do you see this? Like, do you watch this show? I was like, no, what is that? And I looked it up and I was like, how have I not heard of Rick and freaking Morty? I don't know. It's really crude, so I feel bad even talking about it, but I enjoy it. Andrea, Dr. Handwriting. Do I? I like the binder brunch idea. Binder brunch! Hey, there's that! Jessie Etchy, call Julia. What, did she say she wanted to talk? I can call Julia. I have her in my phone as the Caesar. It's a nickname we had for her. But yeah. My handwriting looks like chicken scratch. Do you like Harry Potter? No, this would be a good thing because if I put her on speaker, you guys would be able to I'll be able to figure out if it can...
Hey.
Oh, hey! So basically, Jessie said for me to call you. Is anything going on?
I think that she was quoting your list. There's little, quotes around it.
Oh, yeah. No, I was supposed to call you today. I was supposed to call, I just wanted to catch up with people. I wanted to call Rob, and I did that. Then I called Akbar, then I called Mom and Dad. And by the time I got done talking to all these people, it was already time to do the live stream. So I didn't have time to call anyone else. But now I'm calling you.
All good. All good. I understand I'm last on the list.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. Here, I'm going to put you on speaker. You're on speaker right now.
Alright. Wow, that makes me really nervous.
Nerve is just something that exists in humans. There's no such thing as fear, really. It's kind of a culmination of your imagination. Well, that's fun to say, culmination imagination. Basically, what I'm trying to say is there's no such thing as fear, but there is such thing as danger. Trust me, Will Smith said it in that one movie to his son, Jaden Smith. I forget.
What movie?
It's like After Earth, that one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's pretty funny either way.
I don't know, I mean, fear feels pretty real. Being in high school, I feel like fear is a real thing.
I mean, danger is real, but fear is a choice. Fear is a choice. Oh man, Sunia
People are saying
Sabor.
hi to me.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hi, everyone.
I want to, Melanie says literally why, Josh? What'd I do? You're always disapproving of everything that I say. I don't know why.
Aww.
Anyway, we'll deal with that later. Them rhymes, Josh, dang. Why are you always deep, bruh? I don't know.
Tell me you love me. I love you, Jessie.
Well, apparently, Jessie, Julia loves you. And I love both of you. So good.
I can hear Julia's laugh even though it isn't on loud screen. Oh, it's true though. I'm such a loud laugher. Joy and I have a simultaneous cackle that we've inherited, and it's bad. It's really loud. If we are sitting on opposite sides of Felipe, he is losing all of his hearing.
That's funny. Well, you know how Mom, when she gets surprised, she goes, woo! And she sucks all the air out of your room, and then your ears pop and everything. You have to.
When Joy barely tapped the bumper of
yes.
in front of us that one time on the way to Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Went, ooh! That scared me more than the actual.
The cackle of life. So, Joy does that too. She's inherited it from Mom.
Does she really? I haven't noticed.
You have to really surprise her, but if you get her at the right moment, she goes, ah! It's like a higher pitch mom gasp.
Oh no!
And it'll make your ears pop. You start bleeding from the ears, you get into shock, you're like, what's going on? Then you pass out because there's no oxygen in the room. But eventually that vacuum gets full, eventually breaks the window and all the air comes rushing in and you're like, you're like, what happened? And she was like, I don't know, I got surprised and then you passed out.
Oh my gosh.
And you're like, well, why didn't you pass out? And it's because she sucked in all the air. She took all the air. I call her a hot airhead sometimes, that's why.
Just to clarify, I am 14. A bunch of people are debating. 14.
Beatrice says her mom does the same thing.
I can't believe she inherited this.
She won't admit it. I don't think she'd admit that. But
because she hates it.
it's a reality. It's definitely
But
real.
you know what else she does that she doesn't? She admits that she does, or she picked up from Mom.
What?
She likes to rub her feet together when she's
Oh, that's the
around.
worst. I
I
hate
know, and it makes that sound that's like that.
I have an appreciation for all of God's children, but when I'm on an airplane and you're sitting next to that one large businessman who kicks off his shoes and he gets his golden tip socks in his feet and he just starts rubbing them together, I just want to get some piano wire and just go.
Not only that, but they need to replace their sheets because Joy and Felipe told me that where her feet lay on the sheet, there's a hole because that's what she does when she lay in bed.
I believe it. Oh, man.
It's the worst sound, especially when Mom isn't wearing socks and it's just skin.
It's pretty bad. I don't know. I bet there's probably got to be a lot of things out there that people's parents do that's annoying. But we might have gotten lucky with just the foot thing. I don't know. Like one thing Mom does, she's gonna hate this. I hope she doesn't see this live stream. But one thing Mom does and she doesn't realize is she eats something slowly when she's like just chilling, like a carrot or something, and she just starts going. Here, this is gonna really gross you guys out. This is what she does. Like we're in a pitch quiet room and Mom's just like. It's that for hours. She could be doing that. She might not even have anything in her mouth.
She just has it's like Jack when he just goes like.
Oh, and I don't know. We're being hard on them. I mean, there are a lot of things that I do that aren't the greatest.
Well, John and Dad both have this habit of they're the silent predators of sneezing. You can be sneezing and they're you don't even hear them take breath. All you hear is
This is what John and Dad both do that. What they do is they let's see, John and Dad, you're right, they're the silent predators. They might not even really make any sounds. Some people go, achoo, and then they sneeze. They're just looking at you.
mm-hmm.
And it's and they just shoot spray everywhere. And you're just where did that come from?
True.
It was bad.
So true.
It was bad.
If Dad and I are doing math and it's really quiet and I'm really trying really hard not to mess up, and all of a sudden it's in my ear, it scares me so bad.
Oh my goodness. The struggle is real.
And John does the same thing, huge bear sneezes that have no build-up.
I think what we're saying is getting a little too intense for the viewership. So maybe let's go ahead and let's switch this up a little.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can even hear you. Maybe they can.
I don't know. What do they want us to talk about? Shiny? Is that how you pronounce it?
Shiny.
Shiny. They have an obsession with shiny.
Well, I think there's a vocal minority that is very obsessed with shiny.
Jesse is pretty set on you doing a live, it's called a marathon of that, and she's going to create the playlist for it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think. Yeah.
Fandom name for us, truly a suggestion. I believe that the Jarmy was a suggestion that we came up with last time and many settled upon. If I remember correctly. What do you think of that, Josh?
Say that one more time. I was just thinking about a SpongeBob episode.
Which one? Because I know all of them.
The one where it's the guy with the tombstone, and he was he has the hat. He was number one. And he was Jägerman Jensen or Smitty.
And it's worth a bunch of money.
Yeah. It was something Smitty, Wergerman Jensen. What was it? What was his name?
No. I totally remember this episode. He bought it from a yard sale, from Mr. Krabs, and then Mr. Krabs finds out it's worth millions of dollars.
Yeah.
He was number one.
He was number one.
One.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yes. I remember.
Yo.
What were we talking about before this?
The
Jarmy.
Yeah, what were you saying with that?
Yeah, they were asking about fandom names. It's the Jarmy is what a bunch of people wanted last time. Like the Josh Army, I think.
Jarmy? I don't necessarily want to be, not to offend anyone, but I don't want to be associated with the armies at all.
Oh, dang. Let me think. Well, you have the JPS, the Josh Protection Squad.
That's pretty chill. Can
I join that?
You are already a member in my book. You never left.
Oh, yes. Yes. I want to be the original.
You can be, and so will everyone in this chat. Everyone in this chat gets to be part of the original JPS.
The Josh Protection Squad. You need one, because you are like...
I say my opinions, and I'm very opinionated.
It's true.
But
Gets
yeah.
a little heated sometimes, but...
I think people are already getting upset at me for that thing, not wanting to be associated with armies. I mean, can you guys blame me? You get death threats from armies, and now I don't want to be associated with them. Oh, no!
They were saying, they're like, oh, not all Army fans are like that. I get
No, they're not.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just the fact that, like, there's a couple bad apples.
Yeah.
You just don't wanna.
Yeah, definitely not all of them. Not all of them at all.
Yep, basically.
But yeah.
Death threats, what did they say exactly? Cause
I don't necessarily want to get into it. I can show you next time I come back, but when I do come back, we're going to get the fam together, and we're going to do a reaction video.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and you guys are going to react to a video that I've wanted to show you for a while. It's K-Will, Please Don't.
Please don't. Someone suggested that last time, and John did that weird, like, peace sign thing. Yeah, I remember that. That's weird. It's, like, really creepy. Like, a grown man should not be doing that. But, yeah, I remember that. Is it, like, really popular?
You could say that. I think it's just the uniqueness of the video, K-Will, Please Don't, is what makes it, popular for reactions.
Mm-hmm. So apparently you have fan fiction written about you. Is that a thing?
I will neither, confirm or deny that.
I think that it's a thing, and I'm gonna find it.
You have the ability to do this if you so choose.
I'm gonna search for it. They said Tumblr and Wattpad. I am an entrepreneur and of both.
Is it?
You good?
Breaking up. Can't somehow talk. Verizon, not impressed. Satellites. Space-time continuum. I don't know. Bruce Willis.
I just heard space-time continuum. Have you started watching Doctor Who yet?
Can't hear. Bye. Bye. Bye?
Bye?
She said it. She said bye. I had to. She was gonna talk about the fan fiction. She can't see the fan fiction. Oh wait, she's watching this stream, isn't she? Crap. Josh made an oopsie. Alright, so what happened was basically there were some people back in JAJ days. As many of you know, I used to be in the YouTube channel JAJ with John and Akbar. And some fans decided it'd be a good idea to make an entire novel of erotic fan fiction about Akbar and I. So that was a while ago. I just not necessarily wanting, Julia to see that. Whoa, my forehead is getting shiny. Look at that. I mean, that's a reason to react to shiny right there. It's like meant to be. It's like it's a sign. Shiny. I have to react to shiny now. Oh man, what if I reacted them and they become my like favorite group ever to the point where I basically just dedicate my entire channel to SHINee, and then I grow to fame just reacting to SHINee, and then one day I meet SHINee and they're like, so what made you decide, like where did you first see us? Like they just want to know the origin story. I'll be like, well, one day I was live streaming with like 100 people and I saw my forehead was shiny. And then I knew that I needed to start watching you guys, and it was a sign, and here we are together. And then I would give them a really big hug, and they would all come in kind of like, I don't like this guy as much as I thought I did. But, you know, it would happen, the hug, because I was preparing for that moment, and it needed to happen. I would enjoy that. But yeah. So random. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I say all that to say this. Have a great night. It's been awesome having this moment with you and sharing these adventures together. I mean, I'm never going to forget these. And if I ever do, I can always just watch them again. I'll go back into my live stream playlist and I'll just watch them again. Definitely. These comments are funny. You guys are funny. Did you know that? You're really funny. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, what am I trying to say? I was trying to say goodnight somehow, because it's nighttime, and this stream went on longer than I thought it would, just because I've been having fun just talking to you guys. But we gotta go. You guys gotta go. I gotta go. We got things to do. You got things to do. I got things to do. So I will see you guys next week. I really, really enjoyed this amazing conversation that you and I have had, this hangout sesh. I know I should never say sesh ever again, but this hangout time, this time where we can just come together and chill, and I can like talk to you guys, and you can send me messages, and I can mess up your names and then feel stupid. I mean, these are the moments of life. This is what it's about. You know what I'm talking about? It's truly beautiful. I just really enjoy this. I just really enjoy connecting, spending this time, because this could never, happen without you guys, and I've just enjoyed it. So without further ado, it's been awesome. I love you all. Heart. I will see you next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday. I'm trying to think like if I'll be able to do a live stream before that. I'll see you guys next Saturday for sure. And if I start finding that there's a certain time in the week that I'll be able to do a second stream for the people that can't see this stream, I'm going to start that too. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have an awesome night. Have awesome dreams. Don't have those bad dreams. Have the good ones. If you have a bad dream, just wake up and then try again. That's what I do. It's basically a numbers game. You go to bed enough times, you'll have the good dreams. Yeah, no, just be a giant tractor trailer right outside my door. I'm not trying to sign off or anything. No big deal. Anyway. Love you guys. Take it easy. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out. Now I'm trying to end the live stream. Oh, this is not working. How do I end this? Click the end recording. Stop streaming. Come on now. Okay. Now you're making this a thing. Alright, gotta stop. Gotta get my glasses up here. Oh, it was on. Okay, it was on recording. I just gotta stop this real quick. Hold on. Bear with me. All right. Sorry. Stop streaming. Stop recording. Oh, because now it's recording through this and this. It's. All right. Stop streaming. Here we go. All right. I hope this works. See you guys.